Yes, this third generation model will come to India by 2025, but with a petrol powertrain, sadly.
Yep, Siddharth was right. The Volkswagen Tiguan R-Line is finally here in India, and yeah, sadly, it's only petrol. And that's what the Volkswagen Group's strategy is now in India, right? Just focus on petrol, despite the market clearly wanting more diesels at this price point. But who are we to crib about that when the 2-liter turbo petrol in this performs really well? It's eager and has good punch to it, and boy does it drive really well.
Put your foot down and you won't feel any lag while overtaking on the highway. There's a strong mid-range, but the engine can get a bit noisy. And that's fine because the engine sounds good. The shifts from the dual clutch automatic are instant.
A Volkswagen is known for its ride qualities, so how does the Tiguan do?
The ride could have been much better. It holds a middle ground of being plush and bone-jarring. In sport mode, you are tossed around a lot and your body vibrates as you go over bumps. In comfort mode, it's much better. It's even better for rear seat passengers as thankfully, the seats are cushioned much better. A trade-off to that stiff ride, a nice and balanced handling trait. Yup, it's a true Volkswagen as it just sticks to the road.
That stiffness is due to it being the R-Line, but Volkswagen claims that the new Dynamic Chassis Control Pro works hard and constantly tries to keep the ride poised, but it's clear the R-Line suspension isn't tuned for Indian roads. Even the 19-inch wheels add to a bit of that stiffness. Thankfully, it doesn't have the 20-inch wheels that were there on the R-Line Siddharth drove. I can't imagine how bad the ride quality would have been with those wheels.
While I love this large touchscreen, what I'm not particularly fond of is having all of the settings inside this. Now if I want to change the AC temperature or the fan speed, I have to look down into the screen to find the AC menu. Not ideal when you're driving, but thankfully you have some sort of physical controls for setting the temperature, but they are still touch-based buttons and I have to look down to select what I'm choosing. You also have a volume knob, but frankly, you can change the volume from the steering wheel, so why not use this for the AC settings?
That knob, which is also a small screen, can double up as the drive selector and you can choose between 6 drive modes like comfort, sport, etc. And because there are no physical controls really, the dash feels very minimalistic, very Volkswagen-like.
The gear selector has moved up to the column and that frees up a lot of the space here. Volkswagen has been clever. You get a small tray to store your little knickknacks, but lift it up and it reveals 4 charging sources, 2 USB-C points and 2 wireless chargers. Now that's cool. But if you want to know more about the Tiguan R-Line's interior, why don't you go watch Siddharth's review? The link is in the description below.
I won't talk about the design because Siddharth already told you about that in his exclusive review. So if you haven't seen it, do it now. 9 airbags, hill start assist and descent control and 21 ADAS features. You name it, the Tiguan has it. This is the first Volkswagen in India to get ADAS, which is level 2 and has 21 functions, and it works well too. Always alert and picks out the cars in front of you. The Tiguan R-Line was never going to be cheap. Add to that, it's a direct import, and compared to the previous model, which was priced at 38,17,000 rupees, this one zooms to 48,99,000 rupees. Volkswagen wants to create an impression with the Tiguan and isn't looking for volume. It hopes people will like what they see enough to stay interested in the more competitively priced 3-row Tayron that will be locally made. And that's based on the Tiguan anyway. That car should arrive by the end of the year or January 2026. And in an ideal world, would have a diesel.